You are listening to the V-Cast.
Hey, we're back. Episode, I don't remember the number because I've actually been pretty consistent and it's not stuck in my head what episode we're at, but it's the V-Cast. Vic Cedeno. I am here again with a special guest, my boy Vinny Scarpa. What's up, Vinny?
What's up, my man? Real special over here. How we doing?
Real special. Is it just Vinny Scarpa? Do you have a middle name?
It's Alphonse, matter of fact.
Alphonse?
Yes, it's that's something,
That's
huh?
a fucking great
That's
fucking,
a
that's a
great name.
classic
I told someone
Italian.
that. Yeah, of course. I told someone that the other day, and they were like, "Oh, you're a good Irish boy, aren't you?" I'm like, if you want me to be, I can be Irish.
Alphonse, is Alphonse
No,
Irish?
he was fucking with me. He was fucking with me.
You fucking got me. I'm
Yeah.
like, Alphonse is
You're
not
like,
a
is
fucking
it-
Italian.
is it,
Alphonse sounds like you should be singing fucking
Opera.
no, fucking. How can I not remember his fucking name? Fucking Old Blue Eyes. Like you should be doing a cover of
Louis
like,
Prima?
no, fucking Frank Sinatra.
Frank
bro.
Sinatra, yeah.
Like it's Alphonse. He's
It's
headlining. Alphonse.
Next to my right, we have Alphonse.
Vinny Alphonse.
Yeah.
it's just out like ALFONSE.
No F. There's a silent like.
F is for fags.
Yeah.
There's no Alphonse.
There's a PH in there.
Oh,
that's the
you're
Ain't that
fucking
I'm fancy,
bro. Holy
like
shit.
French with it.
That's
you know?
Alpha, bro.
Alpha.
You're
That's
fucking-
Alpha.
Your middle name is
Hell
Alpha.
yeah,
as fuck,
fucking
bro.
Vinny Alpha Scarpa. That's what you call
Bro.
me. In Italian, it's Vincenzo Alfonso Scarpa.
That's a fucking heavy
like that
Italian
R roll?
name, bro. Hell yeah. That's a fucking great.
No F. PH.
You should just
for
go.
Alpha.
You should just change your stage name to just Vinny Alphonse.
Vinny Alpha.
Alphonse. Vinny Alpha.
Dude, you
Bro.
honestly, that's like a first I've heard that.
That's a sick fucking name,
Yeah.
bro. Vinny Alpha.
right? Vinny Alpha,
Yo,
dude.
Vinny
Hold
Alpha.
up, bro. What?
We're changing
That's
the game,
a game
bro.
changer right
That's
now.
a game changer. You know why? I talked to somebody that had a different name than their like last name, and I was like, "Why do you do that?" He was a teacher, so he's like, "I didn't want kids finding
It's
me."
my cover
seeing my
name.
shit. Yeah, I was like,
It's
bro.
my stage name.
I was like, "Can't you motherfuckers not get fired? Like,
Yeah.
you guys can like fuck kids and it's okay."
Right.
They just transfer you to
You
another
can
school.
definitely have sexual intercourse with them.
It's
But
like
it's all
fucking
right.
priest.
Yeah. I mean, I had a stage name. It was like Vinny the Shoe, you know,
Vinny the Shoe.
because my last name is Shoe in Italian. I'm
That's what
Scarpa.
that is, Scarpa.
It's like a Scarpa.
You come from a fucking family of
gobblers.
cobblers.
Nah, I don't at all. You know how many people have said that? They're like, you come from a family of shoemakers? I'm like,
no.
not at all.
Actually, my family doesn't wear shoes.
Right,
That's why
my
we got
family
that name.
lived on a farm. They did farm shit. I was my ancestors are farmers or some
Really?
shit. Yeah.
You know about your ancestors and shit? Italians talk about their families.
I don't know about my ancestors. I know about like people that I know, like, you know, grandfather, great grandfather, and that's where it ends. That's all I know.
How? When did they come over from the? When did they come over on the Mayflower?
Dude, fucking years ago. Like, you know,
So
I'll tell
you're
you
not,
what.
like second generation, first like
I'm second.
second gen. So your parents came from Italy.
No, sorry. So third.
Third.
That's third then.
Right,
My
yeah,
grandparents.
Your grandparents came.
Yeah.
So then your parents are first. They were born here.
They were born here.
First generation.
Yeah, yeah,
and-
my-
oh no, you are second generation.
That's what I mean. Second, right?
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah.
So my father, where is this? I don't even know.
I'm talking about something out of my ass.
I don't know how
have
that
no
works.
idea.
My dad's parents, or my dad's dad, really. My dad's dad came from Italy. My dad's mom from here. My mom's parents from here. But it's all mixed up.
Yeah.
It's all mixed up. I actually have a little bit of Irish in me, but don't
All
tell
right, would you do a
nobody.
fucking 23andMe and to find out?
No, not at all. I just know my grandmother. She's like 50% Irish or whatever. So that makes me like, I don't know, 17.
Yeah, 17 a quarter. I don't know the fucking breakdown.
Yeah,
of the
I have no
numbers.
idea.
People find that shit out on 23andMe and right away they're like at St. fucking Patrick's Day parade. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fucking Irish.
I am 23 and me. I am 23 and hi, I'm me.
I mean, it's me.
I am me. I didn't do that. I haven't done that ancestor shit. My entire family did, and supposedly we have like French in us and shit. Like
Yeah.
somewhere.
I don't want it to be spoiled, bro. Right now I'm 100% Puerto Rican, and that's
Dude.
what way I want to keep it.
Right? I just tell people I'm Italian. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get into, well, I have like a percentage over here. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know,
You know,
I'm
they-
Italian.
Some people think you serve up falafels and shit, but you're fucking
Everybody. They're
Right?
like, what are you, like Middle Eastern or
yeah, yeah. I think it's the brows because you have a fucking
Bro-
aggressive
yeah.
brow.
Hell yeah,
Like
it is.
fucking-
It is the brow line, and it's the
Yeah.
facial structure. And then if I grow in the beard, I look like I'm getting questioned at
What-
the airport for sure. Like,
What part of Italy is your family from?
all over. I'm like the shoelace on the boot, man.
The shoelace on the so south.
No, like the shoelace. You know how it just fucking everywhere.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh,
Uh,
all right, I get it. Zipping around,
Zipping
You're
around, right?
the
Zipping
fucking
around.
island.
No, Avellino is like mainly. I have family in Avellino, Napoli. I have some family from like Sicily, so I'm like a little Sicilian. I'm sure.
My two most serious relationships were with Italian women, and my ex-wife. I think I can say ex-wife because I signed my side of the
You can
divorce
say
papers,
whatever
right?
you want.
So I don't know. I probably get so
say what you
confused.
want.
I still fucking. I'm like when I talk at work and shit. I'm like if I'm bringing it up, I'm always like my wife, and then they're like
My
that's not
wife.
your wife anymore. Get over it. No, but my ex is she's Sicilian,
Okay.
right? And then my ex before her was Northern
Yeah,
Italian.
you
I don't
like those
remember where.
fucking Italians,
But the
huh?
Northern Italians, they're fucking snobs, huh?
Snobs. Northern Italians are snobs, but Sicilians, they're fucking.
But Sicilians are scrappy.
Yeah,
Sicilians are scrappy as fuck. Sicilians are Puerto Ricans from Europe. Like that.
yeah,
they're
right.
fucking.
They'll bark at
The families are very, very
I had
similar.
to think about where Puerto Rico was for a second. I'm not a
close
geographer.
off the Isle of close off the tip of Florida. Like it's an hour and a half from Florida.
Still like
on a flight.
America's like land or some shit, right?
America's bitch for sure.
So you're Puerto Rican, and then you dated Italian. That's
Dated
a
Italians.
and you have a kid. You have
we have an Italian
You have
and
Italian,
half
Puerto
Italian, half Puerto Rican daughter.
That's a
I'm
mix,
fucking-
bro.
I'm fucked,
Yeah,
bro.
you're fucked, dude.
And she goes to school in Patterson. So
Oh,
now she goes to
shit.
school with all these
She's
Spanish
a baller,
kids.
bro. She's gonna be a baller.
She wants to learn Spanish, and I'm like, you're coming to the wrong person.
Right, right.
I know curse words and shit. Like I learned Spanish in school.
Yeah.
Right, I had this deal with my Spanish teacher that I wouldn't disrupt the class because I was notorious for fucking classes up until I got thrown out. Right, I had my history teacher. When I used to walk in, he'd have the disciplinary slip. And he'd have it half filled out
Have it
already.
ready?
He'd be like, "I'm ready for you. Whatever you want to do today,
Pens
I'm ready
clicked.
for you." Yeah. He's like, "Just let me know when you want to go."
You're like, I'm gonna sit down and keep my mouth shut for a
No,
second.
but I would test him so much. I hated him because he was just so boring. I love history, but he was just so boring. And then he was old, and he had the hair around the side with like he had the bald, like the shoe hair.
Oh my!
It was
like
gray.
The spot in the middle
And
is
he
just
was
all.
skinny,
Oh man!
but he had this big belly, bro. Like he was pregnant. I think he had like worms or something. Like
Worms? He had worms?
something, bro.
Hell
Because
yeah.
his shit was fucked up.
Like,
I used
shut
to
up, you worm!
I used to terrorize him so fucking much. I forgot. I think his name was Mr. Smith, actually, and I think I called him Mr. Smithers because he had that fucking hair like Mr.
Smithers.
No, that's not Mr. Burns.
Mr.
That's what I
Burns?
called him, Mr. Burns, because he looked like Homer's boss. He had that
Yeah.
hair like that. That's exactly how he had his fucking hair, bro.
Mr. Smith taught you Spanish.
Yes.
That's
No. Mr. Smith was the history teacher, but I was just notorious for getting thrown out of classes. Every time I talk about like school and how bad I was, I always bring him up because he would just have that. He already knew I was going to be into some shit.
Did you get like some laughs in that class though?
Oh, I used to get laughs all the time.
Dude,
that was
and
my.
that was your
fucking shit.
highlight
I
of the-
fed off.
of the
Yeah,
day.
bro. I fed off of that shit,
Yeah.
bro. But in Spanish class, I had this teacher. She was notorious for being like a badass. Like nobody fucked around in her class because she'd fail you like this.
Hell yeah, she'd punch you in the mouth.
Yeah,
behind
she
the-
was bad, and she just had a serious attitude, and she'd get mad. I don't know what kind of she spoke like 8 languages, so she taught French, she taught German, she taught Spanish, she taught Italian.
High school?
Yes, bro. She
That's
fucking,
crazy.
We didn't have
She don't belong
German.
there.
Yeah, she didn't. We didn't have German. I think they got rid of French by the time I got to high school. But she used to teach French, but she taught German privately. Like she was a tutor for German for kids in college that did German and shit. But she taught Spanish and Italian in our school. And in Spanish class, she pulled me out after school after class one day because she kicked me out And I got up and walked across all the desks and left, right?
You're like, fuck these
Yes,
desks.
I got up and I was just like, all right, I'm leaving. And I fucking stomped across the desks and left.
You're a little shit.
I was, bro, it was like, I was also an asshole. Like I wasn't only a clown. I had a bad attitude.
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? To
That
match
Puerto
it.
Rican
So
attitude.
I would be like funny sometimes, but then other times I'd just be obnoxious.
Yo, no wonder why though she didn't fuck around, bro. She was just underqualified
Yeah,
or
bro.
overqualified to work that position.
She couldn't deal with me, but she made a good deal with me. She struck a fucking deal for the good of her class.
You're making deals with all these
Yeah,
teachers.
bro.
What kind of deal you made?
She's like, listen, these
Fucking-
kids need to learn, right? Because this is around the time when they made it so that you had to do 2 years of a language to graduate.
Yeah.
So she's like, these kids need this class to graduate. She's like, I will let you sleep in class. I won't bother you. You could sleep every day in my class, and I won't bother you, and I'll just fail you at the end of the year. And then I was like, deal.
Wait,
Deal.
what?
Because you know what? This was sophomore year. I had just started smoking weed heavy.
Oh.
So I was like always coming into school
the gateway
late.
drug.
Yes. I was always
Yeah.
coming into school late
Uh-huh.
because I was waking up late. So I was like, all right, this is a perfect solution. Now I can come to school on time and I know that I'll be able to sleep by fourth period. I get a nice fucking 45-minute nap.
You
I'm
didn't
ready
give
to
a
go for the
shit.
rest of the day, right?
Yeah.
So she thought she was going to fail me. But the problem is that I took Spanish and I knew Spanish enough to get a C on the midterms and the finals, and she had to give me a D. She couldn't
Hell yeah.
fail me.
Hell yeah.
So I got by.
She was pissed.
Yes, bro.
Fuck.
She'd call everybody. She'd Mr. You. Like that's how she
had
didn't know
an
people's
accent?
names. Yeah. She was old as fuck, bro. She was like
Oh, damn.
70 or something already, but she was an active 70-year-old. Like she would fucking turn
Hell yeah.
and shit. Like
She
she
did
was
not
no
fit
joke.
there though.
She didn't fucking fit
She was
there,
definitely
bro.
overqualified. She needed to
She
be
was
a-
100%.
and she knew
She
it,
should have
too.
been in
She
like
was
college or
fuck these
something.
kids.
So many kids loved her because she was great at fucking teaching. But were you fucking crazy in school?
Dude, I wasn't bad. I was definitely like a class clown in school. I'll tell you what though, speaking of, let me take a sip of my Celsius.
Sponsored by Celsius.
Sponsored by Celsius. Live fit. That's our ad for the day. So actually, speaking of like a language class, just jumping over high school, going into college, I took Italian, right? And there was like my high school didn't have Italian; they had like Spanish and like I don't know French. And I was like, Spanish, let's go. And I took Italian in college, and this professor, you recollected my memory. That made sense.
Yep.
Okay.
I get what you're trying to say.
jogged
Whether
my
it's
memory.
right, whether
You
it's right or
jogged
not,
my-
I don't know.
Yeah. You reminded me.
Yeah.
You reminded me that of this professor because, dude, he was a little fucking dweeb, right? And he was like an Italian guy, but he wasn't from Italy or anything. And he's teaching Italian. And he's teaching like real structured Italian, And so the first rules that he had in this class was no eating or drinking. I was like, what kind of fucking Italian are you? So just to push his buttons, I brought in like a pot, like pasta, like just a Tupperware of pasta, and I'm just eating it. And he always would call me Vincenzo. He was like, Vincenzo, you mind saving that for after class? I was like, yeah. And then, I made the whole class laugh all the time. You get kids laughing behind me, like fucking like hiding their laugh. And he's like, no, like, do you really, like, do you mind closing that up? And I was like, yeah, I do. I'm kind of hungry. I fucked around so much in that class because fuck him. He disrespected the shit out of me and my family. I'll tell you what. We were talking about saying like yo capisco, which is like you like I understand, right? Mm-hmm. But like a slang for Italians is like capiche, you ever heard of it? Like,
Yeah,
capiche,
of course,
right?
yeah.
So
no,
I just
no capiche.
Right. Yeah. So I just brought it up. I was like, what about capiche? And he was like, yeah, capiche is kind of like he's like no one uses that.
He's fucking Northern Italian. That's what that guy is.
Exactly. He's a snob. Yeah. He's like, yeah, it's kind of like you don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, so you're saying my grandfather who's straight from Italy, you don't know what he's talking about? Okay. I was like, okay. From there out, I was like, fuck this guy. I messed around in that class. Yeah, dude, I messed around. I didn't learn shit. He was a terrible teacher. I didn't learn shit. I learned how to like read the Three Little Piggies book in Italian, and that's about it. I got nothing out of that class except a couple laughs. Yeah. So fuck that class.
Yeah, some material. That's what you got out of that class.
Mm-hmm.
I learned like proper Spanish from that class. I don't even know how, because I slept more. No, you know what? I had this other teacher, because I only had Miss Washburn for 1 year. I could say her name. She's dead now, probably. But there was this other teacher, Miss. Oh man, I hated this lady with a passion, because for like that same reason. I don't know. It's something about some teachers that they make you look like, I don't know, they look down at you, or they just, I don't know, they make you feel like they think you're better than you or something. You think you're better than me? Like,
exactly. You think you're better than
you
me?
think you're fucking better than me?
You realize that as a
yeah, but it's like, I don't know what it was, something about her. This like, but you know what? I also really felt, and this took me a long time to get over, but I always felt uncomfortable around white people.
What?
Like, I really
Do
did.
explain.
Yes. I until this day, like even sometimes now when I see the room is like really white before I go up, I'm gonna be like, all right, these people are not gonna like me. I already assumed they're gonna judge me, right? Because when I, like, growing up, I grew up in Hackensack, right? I grew up like a very mixed neighborhood. It was a lot of black people. I grew up around a lot of black people, some whites, a lot of Spanish people.
Oh yeah, so you got the streets behind you.
Like, race was never something that I thought of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People, when they would snap jokes, they make fun of your clothes, they make fun of your hair, you know, and shit like
It's
that.
nothing about like your background.
Yeah, I'll never forget when I lost my innocence walking home from fucking grade school one day, and this kid started making fun of my Japs, right? Which the fucking Japs are sneakers that weren't like name brand or something. I had the Velcro sneakers, you know. I'm a fucking kid. I was like 8, 9 years old, maybe. Yeah. And he was like, "What are you fucking rocking these Japs?" And that was the first time I ever felt like insecurity.
Like, damn.
And I was like, "Oh shit, I'm
these
not
shits were
wearing."
tight.
I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, they're fucking sneakers, bro.
Right,
you know, my mom bought these for. They got He-Man on them and shit. Like, what the hell do I care about?
Oh shit, they had He-Man on them. Get out of here.
What do I care about? Like, shit, they're like rocking the Reeboks and shit. You know. So I never thought anything of it. But then when I moved from Hackensack, we moved to Carlstadt. And in Carlstadt, it was really heavy Italian. And
is that right?
That was the first time people called me Spick and shit. Like, that was, they started with the race shit.
That started immediately.
Yeah, bro, that shit, you know, in their defense, I did go to school the first day with a leather jacket and my hair fucking spiked.
Hell yeah.
Like spiked gel. So I
just got done reading The Outsiders?
Yeah. These kids,
You're like, stay golden, pony boy.
It was the first day of 6th grade. It was
hell, you were definitely
6th grade.
Definitely just got done reading The Outsiders.
Yeah, bro. And
it was around that time.
They were like, I forgot. Oh no, you know why I was in the leather jackets? Because of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Hell yeah, and Bret Hart,
bro.
Yes,
like,
sir.
I was I wanted to be Bret the Hitman Hart so bad, bro, because I just thought it was cool. He used to come out and be like, you know, kids would be calling me Spick, and I'm like, what are you calling me Spick for? You know,
yeah. What are you calling me Spick for?
I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. You know, like, but they and I just felt like an outsider. All these kids grew up with each other. Yeah, right. All these kids grew up with each other. I just want to bite somebody in the neck. I just
you kept the comb on. You like, yeah, it's all right. One day they'll fucking know.
Bro, I didn't. I tried to take I fucked that leather jacket up. That was a nice leather jacket, and I wanted to put a design. It was just plain. I wanted to put a design on the back, and I used whiteout to draw like a picture. I don't know what the hell I tried to draw on it, but I ruined the whole back of it. I still have a baseball card. You know those baseball card binders?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I had that. And
I had a Pokemon card, one of those.
It has whiteout all over it because that's what I used to draw with. Some fucking, I didn't have markers or anything, so I was just drawing with whiteout and shit.
You run out of whiteout and you just go into the teacher's desk.
Yeah, I just would steal whiteout.
Here's some color.
Go home and draw with it. I don't know what I drew on the back, but I had to throw that fucking jacket out. My mom was so mad. I don't even know where it came from, but that was when I started feeling like really insecure around white people, because then I thought all white people just look down on you, right? Yeah. So then I became racist against white people.
Especially when there's like a room full of them.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all like...
It brings up that feeling like I'm around, like I'm the outsider again.
But you can pull off like...
Italian, for sure. Everybody thinks
Spanish,
I'm Italian.
Yes,
because I grew up Italian, then I moved to Hasbrook Heights. From there, my mom had to move because I couldn't take it no more. Like, it got so bad
You got really that got that
Yeah,
bad?
bro. It got better because one of my black friends found me. Right?
He found you.
Yeah.
Come here, motherfucker. you come with me, man.
Dude, it's a crazy story because it was one day after the park. I had went down to the baseball field in Carlstadt, and everybody was at the park, and like I was trying to hang out, and they like fucking chased me out of there. Not like violently, but I couldn't take jokes. I wasn't good at joking.
Yeah.
Right? My daughter's going through this now where these kids snap on her and stuff, and she like can't make jokes
Well,
back.
if you were in the minority, I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but, and I couldn't make jokes. I couldn't crack jokes back. I didn't have that muscle developed. So I would just go home with the L and feel like really bad. Meanwhile, when I look back at it, they probably were trying to like bring me in, like, you know, like that way.
Yeah.
Like if
Recruit
I would
you.
just,
Like,
I just had to take my
how
lumps.
tough are you?
You know what I mean?
Like
Like that's how kids are. They haze you, and then once you're in, or somebody else comes in you.
Once you punch back, they're like, all right.
There was even these twin fucking Japanese girls that used to get in on it. Like,
Get the fuck out.
they were the outsiders before me. So when I got there, they were like, fucking yes.
Tell me what would they say? What would they come on?
They would just be like, they would call me Spick too. Like,
No
it was like,
way.
bro, it
You
was
are
like,
Spick.
yeah. They would just be like, calling me Spick and shit, and I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, we're supposed to, you should band with me. But,
Right,
like,
right.
They were trying to, I ended
They're like,
up
nah,
like,
fuck you.
bro, they would invite me to parties and stuff, like their birthday parties,
yeah.
like.
And try to rag on you at the party.
Yeah, it was weird because
Yeah.
there'd be some times where it was
Your
like,
own
oh, we're
entertainment.
friends, but then it would just turn, and then all of a sudden they'd all be ragging on me, and I couldn't handle it, bro. I couldn't
I
handle
feel
it.
that, though.
So I went home, and I'm sitting on my front of my steps right now. I'm in Carlstadt. I moved from Hackensack to Carlstadt. This was before cell phones, before email, any of that shit. I didn't have nobody's number.
Yeah, you old. I
So
know about
yeah,
that.
I didn't, there was no calling anybody, you know. So I'm just sitting in front of my house, and I'm like fucking upset because I didn't want to go inside because then my mom will see I'm upset, and then she's like, "What's the matter with you? Let's go down
And
there." And
she's
then she's
like,
gonna make me want to go down there and fight them and shit.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
fuck
So say,
that.
my mama beat my ass first, then bring me back.
Exactly,
And
yes.
be like, you see this black guy? I did that. Now
Bro,
he's gonna
that's-
fuck you up.
That's why Italians are so similar to Puerto Ricans. It's the same fucking kind of reaction.
Bro, yeah.
So I'm sitting there all upset, bro, and it's like a scene out of a movie where I'm sitting there like this, all upset, and then I look up, and down the block I see this tall figure walking, and the sun's behind them. So he's like kind of
Tom
glowing. No, it was my boy 21 that I grew up
That you
with.
grew up- yeah,
Now
yeah.
here he comes. He's 15. Right, because he was a lot older than I was. He's 15. He's got hair like Coolio.
Yeah.
Where he's got
Oh,
those
shit.
small little braids
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stick up. They
Uh-huh.
don't droop. They all stick up on his head. And I'm sitting there, and I can't believe it was him.
That was
I
probably
was
tough,
like,
too, back in the day.
yeah,
Those-
bro.
that hair.
Yeah, he was an older kid, and he was, he had black genetics, so he looked like a man already.
Yeah.
And here he comes walking down the block, my fucking bitch ass,
With his dick
11-year-old
just dragging behind him.
just fucking swinging, and I'm like 21. And he's like, damn, I found your fucking ass. He's like, I've been walking up and down these damn streets looking
Yo,
for you.
low-key was 21 Savage your boy back in the day, or what?
He was 21
was that 21 Savage,
He
bro?
was, he was 21
Was
Savage
he the,
before
the
21.
OG, the original 21?
His real name is Nate, but
Yeah.
we used to call him 21. Him and his brother, all time fucking, I love this fucking guy. And I've had three other encounters with him like that, where it was just random, like, what the fuck are you doing here? Yeah. So he comes down the block, and he's like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you? He's like, I've been looking for you. I can't believe I found your ass. I've been walking up and down this goddamn town looking for you. And I almost got arrested like 3 times. I'm surprised the fucking police didn't fucking beat him outside somebody's house or some shit. But he just comes walking down the street, and he's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And I was like, man, these fucking bitch ass kids in the park, they're fucking with me and
Fucking
shit. He's
Japanese bitches are fucking with me and shit.
He's like, Japanese bitches.
Goddamn
Let's go.
Japanese bitches, bro.
And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, come on, let's go down there. And I was like, all right. So I walk with him, right?
Fuck those Japanese bitches up.
We go walk into the park. Now the park is in, like, it's down. It has like stadium seating, and then so the street is elevated from the park.
Okay.
And then there's houses here. So if you're in the park, you don't see anything until the houses break. So we're walking, and then he stops to adjust his shoe, and I kept walking. So when I walk out, all the kids in the park see me, And they're like, oh shit, here comes, and they start with their shit. Then fucking 21 comes behind
with
me,
the sun and shit,
bro.
looking
When
like
I
a black
tell
Tom
you,
Cruise.
when I tell you the whole park went silent.
Because wait, so how old were you then?
I was 11.
So they were all 11.
They were all 11,
And
and here comes this 15-year-old, yeah, and he comes out, and from the top over there, he goes, I don't hear anybody talking any more shit now. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. And he goes, and he's like, come on, Vic, you want to go down there and play? And then like, so we went down, like we go down there, bro, for like 25 minutes. Nobody said a word, bro. They would not say a word. They all got uncomfortable.
Doesn't that feel good though?
They stopped playing.
You got hard.
Everybody sat down like where they were. People sat right in the fucking ground. Like they just
the Japanese bitches were like, hold on.
The Japanese bitches fucking
they went
bounced,
like this,
bro. They went kamikaze into another fight.
Sorry, black boy. Sorry, black boy. Black boy, sorry. I suck Yori.
And then and he was just like, and like we were fucking around and playing. Then we took one of the kids' basketballs and started shooting around and shit. And they didn't say a word. And he's like, I don't know why you fucking sweating these bitch asses. Look at them. They ain't nobody saying shit. Like he would just keep talking shit. Then they all just fucking left.
Hell yeah.
They all left the park. And I fucking giggled like a little bitch.
Yeah.
Then I went to school the next day and they didn't say fucking
That's
a word,
right.
bro. They didn't say no more shit to me.
Bro.
It only took a week and then they were back at it once they realized he wasn't coming back.
Right. They're like, oh, he doesn't pop his head anytime soon. Yeah.
So that was like,
that's so funny. I have something similar to that. So growing up, like, I familiarized myself with what you're saying. Like, I'd get fucked around with a little bit. I was always like, I always did my own thing, and I always thought like what I was doing was like, this is what I do. Like, I didn't really copy a lot of people. I think I tried to like slide in with every single group. Even going into high school, like I was cool with everybody. But I would always have my own hairdo, like Jack, and sometimes I'd go along with like people who had like sneakers, like Osiris's. Bro, I had Osiris's because everybody else had Osiris's. I was like, hell yeah, those shits are dope. Like, I like them. But yeah, I mean, for some reason, like I was always still my own person, and I would get fucked around with a little bit too. But going into middle school, I moved from Mount Arlington, which is like north of Jersey, right? I moved from Mount Arlington to Roxbury, which is like right by, like, Randolph and Morristown over there, like that area, right?
I used to work in Flanders.
Okay, yeah. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I moved to Roxbury, and I was going to this new school, right? This middle school, and I felt, I don't know, motherfucker.
You're getting a new shot, right?
Yeah, bro. Clean slate. Like, some people knew me already. They were excited I was coming over there. Girls were excited I was coming over there. It was great, right? And so little backstory about me, like my dad died when I was like 8, right? So I struggled with all that shit and whatnot. But there was these kids that were in high school already that like knew me, and they, for some reason, they always tried to fuck around with me. Like,
how old were you this time?
I was like 12.
Okay.
I was like 12 years old, yeah. So I just remember distinctly this night. I get a call, and it's these kids on the phone, right? And they were like trying to fuck with me. They were like, yo, like, yeah, this is all I remember, honestly. I just remember this part because this is stuck with me. They're like, oh, like your dad's like, where's your dad now? Like, he's dead, shit like that, right? They're like,
kids,
that was, I'll never forget that, because I was like, why the fuck would you say that?
Yeah.
So I'll never forget those
up.
words, right? I was like, and I'm actually on like, what's that thing? Like Uvu. You remember Uvu and shit? And Skype. Like, I was on one of those with a girl, and I straight up, like, I heard that. They were like, yeah, where's your dad now? He's dead, right? And I fucking like dropped the phone, hung up Uvu, hung up the phone, right? And I was like, these motherfuckers. So, little backstory about where I moved to. I moved to Roxbury in a little neighborhood called Kenville. Kenville is like one of the OG hoods of Roxbury. There's Kenville and Landing. Landing's like a legit hood. Kenville's like another OG hood, right? And I moved next to this kid who became like literally one of my idols. Like, he helped me become into like a man, right? I didn't have many, like I had a brother and stuff and a sister, but they were doing their own thing. They were older. And this guy took me under his wing and shit, and he was dope, bro. and he rode quads. We rode quads together.
How old is he?
He was like 5 years older than me at the time, right? So
yeah,
he took me.
Yeah, I feel you. Yep.
He took me under his wing. So by this time, when this happened, like I was under his wing a little bit, and like he smoked hella weed, and he did drugs, sold drugs and shit, and he was one of the most popular kids in high school. Like he was the shit. So it was so cool that he took me under his wing, but he was really delicate with me, like he wasn't like, yo, do this. He took me under like his little brother. So it was dope, and I got to meet his friends and all that shit, right? So after that phone call where they're like, they're like, yeah, where's your dad now? He's dead, right? I'm like, motherfuckers, I was so upset. The next day, I told my boy, his name is Tommy. I told Tommy, I was like, yo, these kids called me last night and said this. He was like, they said what? He was like, they said what? He was like, who the fuck are these kids? They go to Roxbury High School? I was like, yes, they do. He was like, yes, they do. Right? Just like this. Look, I was like, yes, they do. Motherfucker. Right? So we knew this kid, and like he's still... They're all like I fuck with all of them still, right? But we knew this kid Dom, right? And Dom had a couple brothers, and he had a sister that was in my grade, so I kind of already knew who Dom was, right? So he's like, let me call my boy up, So they kind of knew who these two. They were like brothers who called me, right? They kind of knew who they were already a little bit. So he calls him. He's like, yo, Dom, little Vinny's getting fucked with, bro. He's like, we gotta take care of this. So he told him what happened. He's like, all right, no worries, I'll take care of it, bro. This dude goes up to this kid and goes, yo, you fucking with my boy Vinny. He's like, you fucking with my boy. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Fucking grabs the kid and throws him against the locker and goes, empty your pockets. He goes, empty your pockets. He goes, no, you fucking, he's like, empty your motherfucking pockets. Empties his pockets and shit. Now, what happened was the kid wound up telling like the office that he pulled a knife on him and shit.
Oh, God.
So I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't doubt it, right? They said he pulled a knife out on him. I think he maybe did. But long story short, my boy Dom wound up going to fucking juvie for me.
Shit.
For that shit. Because I think he had a knife on him somewhere. Yeah. Bro, this dude went away for me, bro. I didn't even know this dude like that.
Time for you, bro.
He did some time for me.
Tommy got pulled, bro. Tommy got pulled.
Exactly. He was like, yeah. He's like, my little dude. He's like, I took care of it. You my man. I took care of it. I was like, what happened, bro? Right? I see Dom come up. He's like, yeah, bro. That's how he talked. He's like, bro. I fucking got you, bro. He's real Italian. Italian nose, Italian face, motherfuckers. And we bonded like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, so it was one of the greatest moments of my life because I straight up
you feel so powerful,
right?
Yeah.
He said that, I was like, I got motherfuckers behind me, right? So I didn't give a fuck. He helped me build like confidence. He helped me feel like I was cool, talk to girls, like be my own person and type shit. And I fucking love that about him, right? Yeah. So skipping ahead, going to high school, I wound up seeing that kid that did that shit, and I wound up checking him and going like this, and shit. And he knew who I was, and it was still kind of fresh because I think it was like a year later of some sort. And I'm like, one day I think he gave me like a little nudge of some sort, and I was like, yo, you want to get fucked up, bro? I was like, you want to get fucked up again? I was like, you remember Dom, bro? He's like, remember Dom? I just wanted to shove it in his face because I didn't see him in person until that fucking day, like a year and a half so later in high school. I didn't see him until then. And he was going to like the military or whatever. I was like, yeah, you think you're a hotshot military dude, right? And I remember he had his lunch with him, and I was saying some shit, and I fucking ripped his lunch, and his milk went everywhere. He was pissed. I was like, do something. Yeah, I felt hot. Went to the office. The story was explained about what happened like a year ago or whatever. And I just sat there like,
But you see, like that's why gangs are so attractive to young males. You know what I mean? Because that feeling of somebody having your back and you feeling empowered. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that also has to do with not having a dad. Like my dad died when I was 6. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like as soon as you said that, I'm like, damn, I fucking get that feeling. Right. And then you look to the boys for your fucking support. Right. You know, because I have older brothers, but I have one older brother that's like at least 17 years older than me. And then I have another older brother that's 11 years older than me.
So
you know what I mean?
I mean, my brother and sister are like between 8 and 9 years apart. So I mean, they're not that much apart. But I grew up.
I have 2 brothers and a sister, but I grew up like a lonely child.
Right. My brother and sister are half brother and sister too. Anyways.
Me too. Yeah.
My brother and sister are from one dad, and then their dad died, and then my mom met my dad, had me, and then my dad died. So
your mom's the Black Widow, bro.
My mom is bro. I know. On the heartfelt side, my mom lost 2 husbands. She's a strong fucking woman.
That's
hell yeah,
hard, bro.
Hell yeah,
hard, bro.
I said you better not get married again.
Yeah. No, that's hard though. I don't think I didn't like appreciate that shit till I got older, and then now that I have a kid, like that was like my biggest fear.
Yeah.
My biggest fear. Now that she's 7, I'm like, I beat my dad. You know what I mean? Like I beat my dad. But then it's like also I see how fragile memories are.
Hell yeah.
Right? Because I've done so much with my daughter. She's already been to Disney World 4 times.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like I take her on vacations for months in Florida and shit at my mom's house. We've done so much. We spent so much time. For me, it's so much that I've done with her. But I lost my dad when I was 6. I barely have like 4 or 5 memories
I
of
hear
him.
you
You know what I mean? So it's like that's how fragile fucking time is.
Around that age, it's like you're just starting to get to know your parents. Like 8 years old, bro, I was just feeling that real tight bond with my dad. Like I was just like, yo, that's my dad's, you know, that's my dad. I loved my dad more than anything. Like I'd latch, like if I could, I'd like hold my dad's leg as he'd walk like this and shit throughout the day. Like at 8, like right at that time, is when I really started to bond with him. So like hell yeah, and at around 6 years old, you're starting to bond with him. You know?
I did. Like I look at the
forming
pictures
those
and
memories
shit.
and shit.
Yeah. And I was my dad's only son. Like same thing. My dad, I have my brothers and sister. They all have different dads, but they grew up with my dad like their dad. Yeah, he became like their dad to them.
Same, same with my dad for my brother and sister.
Yeah, so they have more memories and shit.
Exactly.
I get so jealous of that shit.
Right? You're like, damn, bro. Can you tell me something? Did he ever do coke? What? He not gay, right? Like he never sucked a dick. Like,
yeah, bro.
Has he shown you titties?
I had to ask because my dad died of AIDS from fucking heroin, sharing a heroin needle with my aunt. My aunt and her husband, they also got AIDS.
Yeah, bro.
And all that 80s fucking shit.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a tough time for them.
I always fucking joke, like my dad wasn't a fucking junkie though. He was a salsa fucking player. He liked salsa music. So all those motherfuckers used to do heroin and be playing fucking music. Fucking playing music. All fucking jeeked out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It'd be like, what's that dude? What's that blind dude? What's his name?
Ray Charles.
Ray
yeah,
Charles.
bro.
That's
it. That's
my
where
Ray
that
Charles
shit comes from. That fucking demon, bro. But it's crazy. Like once you have a kid and you start going through all the emotions of what being a dad is like, I feel so much closer to him now. Like I used to be so resentful to my dad, right? Because I felt like he picked drugs over me.
Okay.
Right. That was that's how I grew. I didn't find out till I was 15 that he. Until then, I always thought he died of leukemia. Yeah. Nobody told me that he died of AIDS. But one time I was going through my mom's shit and I found the death certificate, and then I saw like pneumonia, and then it said AIDS, and I'm like, what the fuck? My dad had AIDS, and then that's when I found out he was into drugs and shit. My dad, for me growing up, was a preacher. Like he was really like in that side of the family.
Crazy,
it's like really religious. Yeah. Right. They're like. They're not Pentecostal. I always say that they're Pentecostal, but they're not. They're just super fucking Christian. Yeah. I actually think now they're super Christian, but before I think they were Pentecostal growing up. Like my aunt used to wear those long skirts and shit, like like how
that's
super covered up and shit like that.
It could be.
But I didn't realize it till I got older, that life fucking is hard.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody looks for some kind of escape.
You have a way different perspective now having a 7-year-old, you made it. You're like, don't die.
But I also had to do a lot of fucking therapy and shit when
I feel you.
I got sentenced to fucking prison and shit, and I got out of it by going to a drug court program.
Did some time.
I had to pretend I was a drug addict so they wouldn't send me to prison.
Really?
Yeah.
We rigged that system. They want to fuck with us, well, fuck with you.
They put me in a rehab for 6 months, and in that rehab, I was doing a lot of like one-on-ones with a therapist and group therapy, and I got to really deal with a lot of my issues with my dad. I didn't know I was so angry at him. Yeah. Right? But I couldn't even...
Interesting.
I didn't want anybody... Anytime anybody said anything about my dad, when growing up as a family, I always
You were
was
like,
like,
you don't
I didn't
want-
want to hear
right,
it,
right,
bro.
right.
As much as people would talk about it, I didn't want to hear it because there was so much pain involved with it.
Yeah.
And
You
so
didn't
much
realize the
resentment
resent until
Yes,
you
bro.
understood like the whole sequence.
I didn't know
of
I was
everything.
angry at him,
Yeah.
and then that's what it was.
Therapy, bro. I still go to therapy every Thursday.
I need to go back.
Yeah.
I need to go back for sure.
Every Thursday, I see my therapist. Oh, I talk to him I just do a phone session. Thank God I found this guy. I'll be honest. I probably would kill myself. No, I'm
It's
just
good. No, but you'd be surprised how close we are. And I never was suicidal. I've thought about it a lot,
yeah.
right? Because you just want shit to end, right? You just want, like, you don't want to deal with some shit no more. So I never attempted it, but I always thought about it, like,
Yeah.
but I'm fucking chicken shit. And I'm like, oh, things
Word,
would be so
right.
much better if I was
Yeah.
fucking dead. Like, I would say that.
Yeah, you know what I
You know
always
what I
right,
mean?
exactly. You know what I always thought? The other side, like same with me. Like I was never about to like I think there was just one time where I had a big heartbreak with a girl and like it was bad. I was in a dark place, like hardcore. This was like I followed a girl to Arizona to college and like, you know, heartbreaks and whatever and all this and found myself. And I don't know what I found. I just looked in them. I don't know. I wound up like going to my mom's like cabinet and be like, just like I'm like fucking with myself. I go, "What's in here?" You know, and I'm like, just lorazepam, you know, like, and I'm like, this ain't doing no good. So, and that was the only time I ever was like tried to execute on something. Every other time was always just like fucking die, you know.
Yeah.
But I always think about the other side. I'm like, dude. Let's
You leave
not
somebody
do that.
fucked up. Yeah,
Let's not do that.
I'm very empathetic
You know?
towards how other people feel. So I'm like,
Same,
my mom's
yeah.
I'm gonna break my mom's heart.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
break my family's. Like, it's not good to leave people.
And I'm like,
this.
yo, I want to like do shit with my life. I'm young. I know I got like first of all, I'm lucky enough to have had certain circumstances make their way around to me in my life growing up. Like weirdly enough, just a sequence of events, things just wind up happening in the right time at the right place for the good, for the better of the good for me. I've been in some dark times, like, you know, going through everything with my dad and all the above. And it wound up being like someone was some type of whatever phrase or something would just stick to my head and help me like grow. That's why that kid who I moved next to, if I didn't move next to this kid, Tommy, I don't know what type of person I'd be. Like
Crazy.
God's honest truth, I don't know what type of man I'd be, but everyone who knows him would call him every name under the, like, you know, scumbag, drug addict, all this stuff. And like, he was.
Yeah,
he was,
maybe.
for sure.
For everybody else.
But for me, that kid helped me grow. That kid helped me really grow. If I didn't have that kid, I would have been in a really, really dark place. I was in, you know, my mom's boyfriend's house at the time that I wound up fucking knocking out. I wound up piecing
Shout
this.
out to Tommy.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out
out
to Tommy
to
for making me a
Tommy, bro.
man.
Yeah.
I wound up piecing this dude. I mean, Tommy was never a fighter, but he was always he made me like stronger as an individual.
Gave you confidence
Gave me
as a man.
confidence
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
things, and I went about life a little differently. And even like just weirdly enough, just I was talking about this to my friend the other day, just like random people or an uncle, you know, or something like one of like.
I've had a bunch of those.
Would just say something or have a small conversation where that little phrase or whatever they would say would stick to my head, and that would make me grow one step more. And it led up to a point where like I didn't start therapy till like 5 years ago. I should have been in therapy as soon as my dad died.
Yeah, for sure.
And my family.
Nobody knew about
my
that
family's
shit,
like,
though,
he's
right?
okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he'll just paint.
It's like it had such a stigma to it, therapy, and it still does, but I think it's breaking down a lot more. Where it's
Yeah.
like, you need help, bro.
Right.
You need
Regardless,
help.
though, I think, you know, and I don't know if there's enough therapists for this, but I think everyone should be in therapy.
100%.
No matter how healthy
yeah.
you think you are, like you gotta.
It's like going to the gym
Exactly.
for your brain.
You have to, you know, you do therapy for your brain, you do therapy for your body. Like you need that type of therapy for your thoughts and your and the patterns that you're, you know, having. And maybe if you're getting stuck here, or even just like someone to bullshit with, you need that. But like maybe a professional, not someone who's like, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you should totally go
should,
after
like,
her, bro.
do that, dude. You know what you should also do? Fucking jump off a cliff, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I wholeheartedly believe in therapy. I think it definitely helped me more, like, have some more self-realizations. But shit, man, losing the dad at a young age, that shit will,
Yeah, man.
that shit will
It's
make you a comedian,
traumatic, bro.
And
That's exactly it.
that shit will really make you a comedian.
It's it's the trauma. That's why they say like everybody's a broken toy. Like all the comics, like once you talk to a comic, you find like you got some trauma there,
right?
Buddy.
Yeah,
you fucked up.
They always think though. A lot of people always think that like there's a stigma with comedians, and I know everyone always says it. It's like, oh, you're all, you're fucked up and depressed, and you must have had a rough upbringing. It's like, no, I was clothed and fed. That's all that matters.
I'm just an asshole.
My dad died when I was 8, and shit happened. My mom kind of clocked out of the shift. She did her 9 to 5 and went in the bedroom, but like we got through it. You know what I mean? And I wind up making something of that. Like I wind up making jokes of that. I always liked to perform and like to do shit like that. But
that's like what led me to it too. Because when my dad died, I got extra attention.
Yeah,
right? Like I started getting extra attention all the time. I was like always the center of attention every time I would go somewhere, because I'm my father's namesake too, and my father was like so popular within my family that whenever I showed up and I looked just like him,
same,
like it's like, oh, it's him, like
weird.
he's here, and
did we just become best friends?
Yes.
Dude, same with me. I look identical to my dad, and like my dad was like the star of my family. My dad was also the glue of my family. My dad's parents got divorced and remarried. I got 3 grandmothers, 3 sets of grandmothers. Not your typical fucking 2. I got 3.
That's so Italian, bro.
Yeah,
that's like,
right. Like people are like, oh, you only got 2 grandparents. Nope, I got 3 sets.
Dude, I could fucking sit here and talk to you for a while. I'm glad we fucking did this. I gotta wrap it up because we gotta get this fucking show going here at the dojo. You got anything you want to plug? Instagram shows coming up?
Well, I got a show tonight. No shows to plug right now, but if you follow me at actually Vinny Scarpa on Instagram, I will actually be making a new one because I can't promote anything on this one for some reason.
Oh, you're shadow banned.
I don't know what happened. Like I did
your
nothing.
Dad died. That's what happened. Instagram hates you.
I guess. I did nothing bad.
Instagram's run by white people who hate fucking minorities that have dead dads.
They're like, fuck this Italian asshole. We saw enough. But yeah, at actually Vinny Scarpa. I'll be, in the bio, I'll have my new Instagram when I create it after this weekend. It'll just be for comedy. And that's it for now for me.
Word. All right, man. Pleasure. The VCast is on Instagram. The VCast. Vic is funny for me on Instagram. Follow the Dojo of Comedy East, Dojo Door Guy. These are all Instagram accounts that will make you happy. So follow them all or get fucked.
Tips Comedy.
tipscomedy.com for tickets, all that good shit.
Upcoming.
Thank you very much, buddy. Also, plug in the fucking sponsor, Empire Sewer and Water.
And hopefully, maybe
OGs,
Celsius.
Maybe Celsius will hit us up. But look at that.
Me.
Empire right here, your emergency service. You call 973-910-8388. They come clean your pipes out, and not like in a horny way, in a nice way, where they clean your shit, they clean your pipes out.
He'll bring the pipe to clean.
I got 2 other sponsors here. I got a fucking plug before I end this, but I lost the mouse. Where is the mouse? Oh, here it is. Come on, bro. The mouse is fucking gone.
There's definitely mice up here in this attic, so if you...
In the attic mice? Holy shit. Here we go.
That's fast.
Right? Where is it? Where's the fucking mouse? Oh, there it is. Oh. You saw that? Look at this fucking...
That's not a mouse.
That's my daughter did that instantly. We got New Jersey, New York, pooltableservices.com, the A-team. If you want to get your pool tables done, look at that. Real nice quality work. They've been doing it for 30 or plus years. That's my boy Willie. You can call 201-538-5428. Tell him Vic sent you, and he'll charge you extra.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And then my newest sponsor, Combat Fitness Club in Ridgefield Park. You go there and get your ass kicked so other people don't kick your ass. He works with professional fighters. He works with kids and all that good shit. So that's it, man. Have a good day. Peace out, biatch.
Later.
He beats kids and
kicks children.
Good
shit, bro. We learned a lot about each other throughout this podcast.
You're listening to my daddy of the VCast.